Right then, behind me here is the race engine, my race engine for my race car, and it hasn't been started in the past 4 months. Now, if we jump back in time to around October 2024, this series of events of sorting this engine out started off with a 2-part series of me removing my engine by myself, and you all know how that went. Well, at least I got it in the bucket this time. Maybe get a bucket before you undo this top pipe. I don't know what I'm doing. But despite that, we managed to get the engine out of the car, got it on the floor, managed to service it 4 weeks ago. Now then, if you jump back one video, then you will know that we got the race engine back into my race car. So it's time to see if this race engine will start for the first time after 4 months. Right then, so the first thing to do is to fit the new throttle cable. Right then, there we have it, the throttle cable is all fitted. Now it's time to remove the thermostat housing. Now it's time to clean it up. Now, as my dad was fitting up the gear linkage, I was checking the oil. Then, so the dreaded radiator, which has proven to be one of the biggest problems on getting this engine out and in. In hindsight, we should have put the radiator on the engine before we got the engine into the car, and we haven't. Meaning that we've got now that gap to play with to get the radiator in and around the fan, which you think would be quite easy, but I can assure you it's definitely not easy. So I'm going to try and speed it up as much as possible in the edit, but we're going to try and tackle to get this radiator in to the engine bay and get it started for you guys. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Right then, as I secure the battery tray, my dad manages to get the radiator into position. As you can see here, we fitted back the thermostat housing for the hoses to go on to the radiator. Now this is where things started going a little bit wrong. Now here you can see on top of the fuel tank we've got the bracket and also the bolts and the nuts to hold the exhaust up to the manifold on the engine, and unfortunately after some investigating, after only finding one bolt, we found that the bolt had rolled behind the fuel tank, meaning we're going to have to remove the fuel tank to get the bolt out from behind the fuel tank so then we can start the engine. So as we sort this problem, we'll head over to Future Wheel where we fit the new seat belts for the 2025 racing season. Right then, so when we bought these a couple of years ago, these were kids ones, and they've definitely been put through their paces, so it's time to get some new straps for the race seats to keep me safe. Obviously you can see that these are a lot thicker and probably a lot better for me because I'm technically now an adult, even though I'm nearly 15. But yeah, they're going to be fitted just now. Actually, I'm just going to get the old ones out and fit the new ones.
And where down we go, oh, 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 where down we go, oh, oh, oh. Say where down we go, oh, 'cause say we run.
What then, with an empty box, the seat belts are fitted and they look 10 times better and are hopefully a lot safer than me now being an adult. Anyway, let's jump back over and see if we can start my race engine after 4 months of no action. Here. Right then, we have found the bolt which was behind the fuel tank. So with the newfound bolt and the bracket, it was time to fit the exhaust up to the manifold. Now as my dad finishes off securing the exhaust, I am adding coolant to the radiator for the engine. Now that as my dad does the final checks, it was my time to get into the car and see if all the work up to this point was worth it. Yeah, I'm in neutral. So, the car was alive, and yeah, it felt so good. Even though I was a little bit nervous, it felt so good to have the car running once again. Yeah. Right, first, off the clutch. I'm not using any throttle. So then obviously the car was on axle stands, so we could go through the gears and make sure all the gears were working.
Then go on the throttle, give her a bit of swing, a little bit.
So I go off the brakes.
Yeah. We're gear now.
Oh, was she going through the gears then, like going properly? Yeah? Well then, it's actually the morning of the upload date. I just wanted to thank you guys for watching today's video, and also thank all of my sponsors who are going to be continuing to sponsor me through the 2025 racing season. So I'll link their websites down in the description below. Now, if you're new around here, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop me a little comment down below. There will be an extra video, an extra Sunday special video coming out this Sunday, and I will be going over what you haven't already seen in today's video, because there's some content which I haven't put in today's video, but I will be putting it into a Sunday special video. So hopefully that makes sense. So be sure to check that out once the Sunday special video goes live. And that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Cheers.